Thank you so much for joining me here today. Nayoko just gave a great talk, so it's a hard act to follow. But I'd like to share with you all the free tools that Facebook has to help you build, grow, and engage your users. So Facebook's mission is to make the world more open and connected and give people the power to share. And Facebook was founded about 12 years ago. So we've developed a playbook to help people connect the world. So the first step in our playbook is to create a technology that helps people to share. After creating that technology, we build that technology into a product so that more than 1 billion people can use it. So if you see Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, we build all these products to scale. After building these products to scale, we create an ecosystem around it to amplify the network effect and to help these products scale further. So it'd be great if I could show you some slides at some point. But so the way we build the ecosystem is that we rely on other businesses, other partners, and other developers like yourself. So we basically engage developers in quite a few ways. So first, we help you build your product. So with open source code such as React Native. So I know we have a React Native coding company here. And then we also help you build your product through account creation products like Facebook Login, Account Kit. There we go. Okay, so skipping ahead. So yeah, this is the playbook I was talking about on how we think about building our products. So we build a technology. Then we make the technology into a product to help you scale. And then we create an ecosystem around it. So it's really important to build an ecosystem around it because we realize we can't scale by ourselves. So that's why we also introduced Facebook for developers to help developers leverage our technology to scale. So we have quite a few products. So I mentioned some of the open source products to help you build your product. We also have other products such as social plugins like the like button, the share button, messenger bots. We also have Live API, which I hope they're using right now for Facebook Live. And we have Audience Network, which is an ad network to help you make money, as well as programs to help startups. So we have FB Start in the lower right-hand corner. That's for mobile app developers. It gives you up to $80,000 of free credits. So if you're interested, you can go to fbstart.com. So we create a lot of different products and programs to help developers. We've seen it work because when we introduced the Facebook platform back in 2007, we had 24 million users on Facebook. And now, after 10 years later, so almost 10 years later, we have 1.8 billion people on Facebook. So thanks to the help of companies like yours, we're able to grow the Facebook platform and connect even more people. Okay, so through the Audience Network, we've also been able to work with developers to pay out over $9.5 billion to developers like you. We've also been able to connect developers in 250 countries, as well as last year alone, we've grown our developer base by over 40%. So now a lot of the top apps that you see around the world are using our platform. And the way we develop our platform is by listening to the challenges that a lot of developers and companies face. So there are quite a few of them, but I like to focus on 3 for today. So one is users having different device and network limitations. Second is getting more and better users. And the third is how to engage with your users once you get them. So let's dive into the first one. So the first one is we realized that when the internet was first introduced, it was introduced in advanced economies like the US. A lot of the first internet users came on board via desktop web and had email addresses such as AOL.com. But nowadays, in fast-growing economies such as Indonesia, new users are not coming online via desktop. They're coming online via mobile phones. So a lot of them won't even have email addresses to register with. And also, if you need to reach them, so if you need to deliver something to them or collect cash on delivery, you can't reach them via email because they won't check it. you have to reach them via phone number. So that's something that we heard quite a bit in recent years. So if a developer or a small startup wanted to go and have a phone number login system, they can't afford to go and negotiate with all the telcos in the world because that's very time consuming. And it can be very costly as well. So Pactor is one of the partners that we worked with and that we've also heard this challenge from. They are a dating app. So basically, they are across several countries in Asia. So they're even here in Indonesia. They also have Singapore, Taiwan, and several other countries. And for them, it's very important to get the user's phone number for verification purposes as well. So to know that on Pactor, you don't have a lot of random strangers, that you actually have real people. And so they integrated Account Kit, which is our phone number login product, earlier this year. So I'll take you through what it looks like on Pactor. So you basically sign up with phone number. You put your phone number in. So you put it in, and then what will happen next is that you'll get a one-time passcode that you can just put in, and then you can enter their app. So what's cool here is that you don't actually need a password. So the user doesn't need to remember a password at all. The user just needs to provide their phone number again to log in. So with Pactor, they've seen great results. Oop. There we go. So they've seen a 95% registration conversion. This was a great improvement compared to the previous login system that they were using. Additionally, because Account Kit is available in 230 countries around the world, as well as in 40 different languages, they were able to scale really quickly using Account Kit in new countries. So they're launching new countries quite frequently now. They have about 7 million users at this point as a new startup. And through Account Kit, they're also saving $22,000 US monthly. And how are they doing that? How are they saving this much money monthly? Well, it's because Account Kit is absolutely free for you up till August 2018. And if you're an FB Start company, it's free for you indefinitely. So that means we'll cover all of your SMS costs. So Facebook will pay for your SMS verifications at no cost to you. And $22,000 is a lot of money for a startup per month, by the way. The other cool thing about Account Kit is, for whatever reason that you don't receive, the user doesn't receive the one-time passcode through SMS, you can also resend the code through Facebook. So through Facebook notifications, the user can get their one-time passcode. So for instance, if you're having a lot of network difficulty and you can't get it through SMS, you can get it through Facebook very easily. So that's pretty amazing. See here, you see on Facebook notifications, right? You can, Account Kit sample sent you a confirmation code. And you can just put that into your app and you're in. Or you can send images. So you can send videos as well as GIFs. And then you can send templates. So this is an example of a order receipt template. But there can be other templates that you can use as well. And you can do scroll, so horizontal scroll, much like the one that Tech in Asia has. In the shopping use case, you can see different color shirts. And then we also have other features, such as account linking. So this allows the user who is engaging with your bot to link to their account on your site. So if they're an existing user on your site, so for example, if they bought a bunch of shirts before on your site, now you know that this person engaging with your bot is not a complete stranger. You know that this is an existing customer, so you can make recommendations based on their previous purchases. Or you can even ask them, hey Alice, how was your previous, how did you like the shirt that you received? Do you have any feedback for us? So that's account linking, linking to the account you have with the customer. The other one is persistent menu, so you see how that pops up. It's accessed by the menu on the lower left-hand corner. So at any point, if the user gets lost in your bot, they can pull up the persistent menu, and then they can go to the item that they want. And then the last one is my favorite. It's quick replies. So basically, I'm very lazy to type. I really hate typing because I always get auto-corrected in the wrong way. So quick reply allows the user to quickly select a reply without typing. So this is a really great way for you to automate the conversation with your users. So there are 4 different use cases that we've observed out of the 33,000 bots we have on Messenger. The first one is creating a bot to raise awareness about your service, about your business, about your product. The second way is to help you acquire customers. The third way is to enable a transaction, so basically replicating a transaction that you have on your app, but making it available on the bot. And the fourth way is to provide extra services, so for example, customer service. And I'll provide an example for each. So raising awareness. So Activision was launching a new addition to their Call of Duty game. Do you guys know Call of Duty? Call of Duty, yeah? Okay, some gamers out there. Yeah, so they were launching a new addition to the Call of Duty game. And basically what they did was in their game, they had a hidden code that you had to put into their Messenger bot. And once you put the hidden code in their Messenger bot, they'll send you sneak peeks of video of the new game. So this is a very creative way to get people really interested in something that they're about to launch and engage with their bots. The second way is that you can acquire a new customer. So in this example, Meetic has a personal assistant for dating. So think about like a matchmaker bot. Basically, Laura from Meetic will ask you a bunch of questions. So this bot will ask you a bunch of questions on, what are your interests, what are your likes, and based off of that, they will recommend certain profiles for you, potential people to date. And so that's how they acquire new customers. And after implementing this, they found a significant percentage of users subscribe to their weekly profile subscription. So every week they would get a few profiles. Another use case is enabling transactions. So this is KLM, which is an airline. And through their bot, you're able to not only search for flights, but also make a reservation, also get ticketing information. So you're actually able to replicate a lot of the things that you can do on their site through the bot. So if you're stuck in Jakarta traffic, maybe you don't want to pull up their full website, but you can just chat through Messenger with them and book your flight. So it's pretty convenient. And then the last one is providing service. So through Hyatt Hotel, they wanted to provide a concierge service outside of their actual concierge in the hotel, but they wanted to have a virtual concierge. So if you're staying at their hotel, you can engage with their bot. You can say, hey, I need more towels, or I need help with the toilet, let's say. So you can engage with their bot to request these services. So in addition, we have additional features to help you get discovered. So we have a Message Us button. So the TechCrunch bot has a Message Us button on the home page, the top of their home page, to feed people into their bot. You can also have these short links as graphical links. So you can put that on a flyer, you can put that on a website. And when people scan, it'll lead them directly to your bot. You can have call to action ads. So when people try to engage with your ad, it'll lead you into their bot. And you can also find your bot through search, so search in Messenger. Okay, and if you want to do natural language processing, we have wit.ai. So if you don't want to develop your own AI capabilities, you can go to wit.ai, so that's the website, and through that, you can basically have your own artificial intelligence technology. So people can type out full sentences and engage your bot, and they will understand it and help you feed back the right information. Okay. So if you're interested in building your bot, I think the first step, which is the most important step, is to determine what your objective is. So think about the 4 categories I just went over. Determine what the scope is, so what your bot will do and will not do, and at what point will your bot start engaging an actual human to talk to the customer. Think about if you want to build it yourself or if you want to hire another company to build it, and then drive awareness on your bot, and then learn to share your bot. Okay? So just to recap, the 3 different challenges that we've heard developers face, device and network limitations. So we try to help our partners solve it through our phone number login product called Account Kit, which PackTour saw great results. Getting more and better quality users through Facebook login and its insights, which SalesStock uses. And also engaging your users once you get them, which the Tech in Asia bot has done so with their users. So if you guys are interested, we also have more products to help you do all these things. So learn to code an app, learn to drive signups, discovery, engagement, build a business, measure impact, and also offer you free credits. For all those, go visit developers.facebook.com. And I think at this point we might have a few more minutes left to take a few questions.
Hi. I have a question about the Messenger platform.
Yeah.
In Indonesia, we use a lot of slang words. The way they communicate is not fully into Indonesian proper language. How does it actually translate or understand those type of languages? Like in Jakarta, use different type of languages in different cities using different languages or the way they type the wordings.
Okay, so I'll give you a 2-part answer to that. So the first thing is the Messenger platform. It's only an API. So basically, you can send and receive any information that you want, right? So if you have the capability to interpret Indonesian slang, then that's great. But if you don't, then you can use quick replies. So I think I showed you before, in the example, it was, what genre of movie are you interested in? And then the quick replies has bubbles like comedy, horror, drama. So you can have people select that. So you limit the amount of typing that people have and the amount of slang they may have. And a lot of times too, what may be difficult that we've seen is, oh, that's me. What may be difficult too is that people may type really quickly and they have typos. And on your side, your bot may not understand that. So if you do quick replies, it will limit the number of typos. The second part to my answer is we have wit.ai, which also understands Bahasa, but it does have some limitations to it. It doesn't understand all regional dialect slang, but it does a decent job of understanding Bahasa. So I think it just depends on how you frame your bot. And then just a tidbit, actually, SalesStock has their own bot. So if you go to SalesStock Indonesia, their Facebook page, and message them, you think it's a real person, but it's actually a bot that is talking back to you because they actually developed their own AI capabilities.
Hi, do you think the messenger bot will be able to replace all the human interaction in the future? Maybe to replace all the customer senders and customer serving people to reply entirely replacing? Do you think you can do that?
No, that's a good question. I think at this point, probably not. I think it can replace some of the repetitive questions that you may get. So for example, if you're in e-commerce, the bot can help you with all the questions you get, like, what is your return policy? What's the order my status? So you probably get a lot of those, and they type in the same response over and over again. So you can replace some of the routine things. But I think like very customized, like, I want a triple cappuccino latte with extra sprinkles. Like, like these like very particular exceptions. I think it's always good for customer service to bring in an actual human. So it's always good for your bot to have a built-in capability to have the user request for a human. So if at a certain point your bot cannot engage with the user any longer, then it can default to a human to respond.
Hello. Okay. So you mentioned that there's already 30,000 bots in the first 6 months of the launch. But how engaged are the users? Basically, like how many users are actually using it? Is there some information that you can share?
Yeah, so at this point, because the Messenger bot is still really quite new, we don't have any official case studies that I know of yet that we can publicly share. But the bot, it's actually a really big range. So some of them have really good customer experiences. So they have a lot more interaction. So for example, the Call of Duty one, I think they had, in the first 24 hours, they had 6 million chats. Of their launch, because it's just a really cool experience, right? They build a game inside of the bot and they give you sneak peek via video. Some of the bots are just really bad, like You know, some of them like you make a request and they're like, sorry, we cannot find the answer to your question, and that's really bad, and they'll have very few users.
Those are very interesting questions, and unfortunately, that will be our last question. So, if any of you still have questions for Alice, maybe you can contact Alice. Alice, where can we contact you?
I'm on Facebook. Oh, I'm on Facebook. My name is Alice Wei, so you can just find me there. There's a picture of a small girl. That's my daughter, so you can just add that.
I will add you for sure. Thank you so much, Alice. Please give applause for Alice Wei.